चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नाम श्रेष्ठं मनमपि पुत्रमात्र स्वरूपं रूपं तस्याग्रमरुपरिं माधुरीं गोष्ठपाटिं राधाकुन्दं गिरिवरमहो राधिका माधवाशा प्राप्तो यस्य प्रतिकृपया श्रीगुरुं तन्नमोऽस्मि। नमस्ते गुरुदेवाय सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायिने सर्वमङ्गलरूपाय सर्वानन्दविदायिने यं प्रावृतमनुपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवो विनेदुस्तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। हे श्रीगुरो ज्ञानदीनबन्धो स्वानन्ददाता करुणैकसिन्धो वृन्दावनसीनहितावतार प्रसीद राधा प्रणयप्रचार त्रायस्तुः जगन्नाथ गुरो संसारवह्निनां दग्धं मां कालदुष्टं च त्वामहं शरणं गतवान्. First of all, offer my millions of obeisances. Lotus feet of Asmati Guru Padma Nityala Prestaded Guru Shishima Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Triandi Swami Shisha Bhaktivedanta Dandi Maharaj Navnishta Santa Shri Aniruddha Das Prabhuji. All the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis gathered here, we accept my humble obeisances. We are discussing Chaitanya Charitamrita, verse number 64 from chapter 4. महाभाव स्वरूपा श्री राधा ठाकुर रानी सर्वगुण खनी कृष्ण कांता शिरोमणि महाभाव of Mahabhav. Swarupa, the form, Shri Radha Thakurani, Srimati Radharani. Sarvaguna of all good qualities, Khani, mind. Krishna Kanta of all the lovers of Lord Krishna, Shiromani, crown jewel. Shri Radha Thakurani is the embodiment of Mahabhav. She is the repository of all good qualities and the crest jewel among all the lovely consorts of Lord Krishna. The unadulterated action of Ladini Shakti is displayed in the dealings of the damsels of Vraja and Srimati Radharani, who is the topmost participant in the transcendental group. The essence of the Ladini Shakti is love of Godhead. The essence of love of Godhead is Bhava, or transcendental sentiment, and the highest pitch of that Bhava is called Mahabhava. Srimati Radharani is the personified embodiment of these three aspects of transcendental consciousness. She is therefore the highest principle in love of Godhead and is the supreme lovable object of Sri Krishna. So basically here you'll see that all these things, all this thought was about Radharani only by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu we are understanding. Prema nama bhutartha shravana patakata kasya namna mahimna ko vetta kasya vrindavana vipina mahamadhurisha pravesha को वा जानाति राधां परमरस चमत्कार माधुर्य सीमा एक चैतन्य चंद्रा परम करुणया सर्वम् आविष्टकार. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he bestowed upon us this topmost wealth of the love of Radharani. So here said Mahabhava Swarupa Shri Radha Thakurani. Mahabhava Swarupeyam Gunerati Varyas. So she is the embodiment of Mahabhava. तयोरपि उभयोर्मध्ये राधिका सर्वताधिका महाभाव स्वरूपेयं गुणेर अतिवर्यसी. Tayo of them, api even, ubayo of both Chandravali and Radharani, madhe in the middle, Radhika Srimati Radharani, sarvatha in every way, adhika greater. Mahabhava Swarupa, the embodiment of Mahabhava, iyam, this one. Gunahi, with good qualities, ati varyasi, the best of all. Of these two gopis, Radharani and Chandravali, Srimati Radharani is superior in all respects. She is the embodiment of Mahabhav and she surpasses all in good qualities. This is the text. This text is verse 2 of the Ujjwal Nilamani of Sri Rupa Goswami. कृष्ण प्रेम भाविता जांद्र चित्तेन्द्रिय काय कृष्ण निज शक्ति राधा किरदार सहाय. Krishna Prema, love for Krishna, Bhavita, skipped in, Jandra, whose chitta, mind, Indriya, senses, Kaya, body, Krishna, of Lord Krishna, Nija Shakti, his own energy, Radha, Srimati Radharani, Kridara of pastimes, Sahaya, companion. Her mind, senses, and body are steeped in love for Krishna. She is Krishna's own energy and she helps him in his pastimes. Srimati Radharani is as fully spiritual as Krishna. No one should consider her to be material. She is definitely not like the conditioned souls who have material bodies, gross and subtle, covered by material senses. She is all spiritual, and both her body and mind are of the same spiritual embodiment. Because her body is spiritual, her senses are also spiritual. Thus, her body, mind, and senses fully shine in love of Krishna. She is the personified Ladini Shakti, the pleasure giving energy of Lord Krishna's internal potency. And therefore she is the only source of enjoyment for Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna cannot enjoy anything that is internally different from him. Therefore, Radha and Sri Krishna are identical. The Sandhini portion of Sri Krishna's internal potency has manifested the all attractive form of Sri Krishna, and the same internal potency in the Ladini feature, as presented Srimati Radharani, who is the attraction for the all attractive. No one can match Srimati Radharani in the transcendental pastimes of Sri Krishna. आनंद चिन्मय रस प्रतिभाविताभिः स्वाभिरेव निज रूपतया कलाभिः गोलोक एव निवसत्य अखिलात्मभूतो गोविन्दमादि पुरुषं तमहं भजामि. Ananda means bliss, chit, and knowledge. Maya of consisting of rasa, melos, pati, at every second, bhavit, avi, who are engrossed with, tavi, with those. Yahu eva certainly, Nija Rupataya, with his own form, Kalabhi, who are parts of portions of his plenary potency. Goloke, in Golok Vrindavan, eva certainly, Nivasati resides. Akhila Atma, as the soul of all, Bhutaha, who exist. Govindam, Lord Govinda. Adi Purusham, the original personality. Tam, him. Aham, I. Bhajami, worship. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord who resides in his own realm. Golok with Radha, who resembles his own spiritual figure and who embodies the ecstatic potency Ladini. Their companions are her confidants, who embody extensions of her bodily form and who are imbued and permeated with ever blissful spiritual rasa. This text is from the Brahma Samhita 5.37. Krishnera Karaya Jaiche Rasa Svadan Kridara Sahaya Jaiche Shuna Vivaran. Krishnere, unto Lord Krishna, Karaya, causes to do, Jaiche, how, Rasa, the mellows, Asvadana, testing, Kridara, of pastimes, Sahaya, helper, Jaiche, how, Shuna, please hear, Vivarana, the description. Now please listen to how Lord Krishna's consorts help him test Rasa and how they help him in his pastimes. कृष्ण कांता गण देखी त्रिविध प्रकार एक लक्ष्मी गण पुरे महिषी गण हार प्रजांगण रूपार कांता गण सार श्री राधिका हिते कांता गणेर विस्तार. कृष्ण कांता गण, the lovers of Lord Krishna, देखी I see त्रिविध, three prakar kinds. Ek one Lakshmi Gana, the goddesses of fortune, pure, pure in the city, Mahishi Gana in the queens. Ara and Vraja Angana of the beautiful women of Vraja. Rupa having the form. Ara, another type. Kantagana of the lovers. Sara, the essence. She Radhika Dikh, Radhika Haite. From Srimati Radharani. Kanta Ganera of the lovers of Krishna. Vistar, the expansion. The beloved consorts of Lord Krishna are of three kinds. The goddesses of fortune, the queens and the milkmaids of Vraja, who are the foremost of all. These consorts all proceed from Radhika. अवतारी कृष्ण जैसे करे अवतार अंशनी राधा है ते तीन गणेर विस्तार. Avatari, the source of all incarnations, Krishna, Lord Krishna, Jaise, just as, Kare makes, Avatar, incarnation, Amshini, the source of all portions, Radha, Shrimati Radharani, Haite from, Tina, three, Ganera of the groups, Vistara, expansion. Just as the fountainhead, Lord Krishna is the cause of all incarnations, so Sri Radha is the cause of all these three consorts, all these consorts. वैभव गण जैन तांद्र अंग विभूति बिंब प्रतिबिंब रूप महिषिरतति. Vaibhava Gana, the expansions, Jena as it were, Tandra of her, Anga of the body, Vibhuti, powerful expansions, Bimba, reflections, Pratibimba, counter reflections, Rupa, having the form, Mahishira of the queens, Tati, the expansion. The goddess of fortune are partial manifestations of Srimati Radhika, and queens are reflections of her image. लक्ष्मी गणतांद्र वैभव विलासांश रूप महिषी गण वैभव प्रकाश स्वरूप. Lakshmi Gana, the goddesses of fortune, Tandra, her, Vaibhava Vilas as Vaibhava Vilas, Angsha of plenary portions, Rupa, having the form, Mahishi Gana, the queens, Vaibhava Prakash of Vaibhava Prakash, Sarupa, having the nature. The goddess of fortune are her plenary portions, and they display the forms of Vaibhav Vilas. The queens are of the nature of her Vaibhav Prakash. आकार स्वभाव भेदे ब्रज देवी गण काय विहरूप तांद्र रसेर कारण. Akara of features, Swabhava of natures, Vede with differences, Vraja Devi Gana, the gopis, Kaya of her body, Vyuha of expansions, Rupa having the form, Tandra of her, Rasera of melos, Karana instruments. The Vraja Devis have diverse bodily features. They are her expansions and are the instruments for expanding rasa. बहुकांता विना नहे रसेर उल्लास लीला सहाय लागी बहुत प्रकाश. Bahu means many, Kanta lovers, Vina without, Nahe there is not. Rasera of melos, Ullas, exaltation. Leela of pastimes, Sahaya, helper, Lagi, for the purpose of being, Bahuta many, Prakash, manifestations. Without many consorts, there is not such exaltation in rasa. Therefore, there are many manifestations of Srimati Radharani to assist in the Lord's pastimes. तार मध्ये व्रजे नाना भाव रस भेदे कृष्ण के कराय रसा लीला स्वादे. तार मध्ये, among them, Vraje in Vraja, Nana, various, Bhava of moods, Rasa of mellows, Vede by differences, Krishna ke, Lord Krishna, Karaya, caused to do, Rasa Adita, beginning with the Rasa dance, Leela of the pastimes, Aswade, testing. Among them are various groups of consorts in Vraja, who have varieties of sentiments and mellows. They help Lord Krishna test all the sweetness of the Rasa dance and other pastimes. As already explained, Krishna and Radha are one in two. They are identical. Krishna expands himself in multi-incarnations and plenary portions like the Purushas. Similarly, Srimati Radharani expands herself in multi-forms as the goddesses of fortune, the queens and the damsels of Raja. Such expansions from Srimati Radharani are all her plenary portions. All these womanly forms of Krishna are expansions corresponding to his plenary expansions of Vishnu forms. These expansions have been compared to reflected forms of the original form. There is no difference between the original form and the reflected forms. The female reflections of Krishna's pleasure potency are as good as Krishna himself. the preliminary experiences of Krishna's personality are called Vaibhav Vilas and Vaibhav Prakash, and rather experiences are similarly described. The goddesses of fortune are her Vaibhav Vilas forms, and the queens are her Vaibhav Prakash forms. The personal associates of Radharani, the damsels of Vraja, are direct expansions of her body. As expansions of her personal form and transcendental disposition, they are agents of different reciprocations of love in the pastimes of Lord Krishna under the supreme direction of Srimati Radharani. In the transcendental realm, enjoyment is fully relished in variety. The exuberance of transcendental mellow is increased by the association of a large number of personalities, similar to Radharani, who are also known as gopis or sakhis. The varieties of innumerable mistresses is a source of relish for Sri Krishna, and therefore these expansions, these expansions from Srimati Radharani are necessary for enhancing the pleasure potency of Sri Krishna. Their transcendental exchanges of love are the super excellent affairs of the pastimes in Vrindavan. By these expansions of Srimati Radharani's personal body, she helps Lord Krishna test the rasa dance and similar other activities. Srimati Radharani being the central petal of the Rasa Leela, flower is also known by the names found in the following verses. Govinda Nandini Radha Govinda Mohini Govinda Nandini Radha Govinda Mohini Govinda Sarvasva Sarva Kanta Shiromani. So here, Govinda Anandini, she gives pleasure to Govinda. So Radharani gives pleasure to Govinda. Radha means Srimati Radharani. Govinda Mohini, she who mystifies Govinda. Govinda Sarvasva, the be all and end all of Lord Govinda. Sarvakanta, of all the Lord's lovers, Shiromani, the crown jewel. Radha is the one who gives pleasure to Govinda, and she is also the enchantress of Govinda. She is the be all and end all of Govinda, and the crest jewel of all his consorts. So you can see the position of Radharani. Devi Krishnamayi Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mayi Kanta Sarva Lakshmi Mayi Sarva Kanti Sammohini Para Devi Krishnamayi Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mayi Sarva Kanti Sammohini Para. So, who Devi means one who shines brightly, whose body is shining brightly is called Devi. Krishna Mai, not different from Lord Krishna, Prokta called Radhika, Srimati Radharani, Paradevata, most worshipable, Sarva Lakshmi Mai, presiding over all the goddess of fortune, Sarva Kanti, in whom all splendor exists, Sammohini, whose character completely bewilders Lord Krishna. Para, the superior energy. The transcendental goddess Srimati Radharani is a direct counterpart of Lord Sri Krishna. She is the central figure for all the goddess of fortune. She possesses all the attractiveness to attract the all attractive personality of Godhead. She is the primeval internal potency of the Lord. This text is from the Brihad Gautamiya Tantra. Brihad Gautamiya Tantra. देवी कही द्योतमाना परमा सुंदरी किंबा कृष्ण पूजा क्रीडा वसती नगरी. So this is actually very nice verse. Devi kahi द्योतमाना Parama Sundari Kimba Krishna Puja Kridar Vasati Nagari. Devi means, the word Devi actually means Kahi, I say, Dyotamana, shining, Parama, most, Sundari, beautiful, Kimva, or Krishna Puja, of the worship of Lord Krishna, Kridara, and of sports, Vasati, the abode, Nagari, the town. Devi means resplendent and most beautiful, or else it means the lovely abode of the worship and love sports of Lord Krishna. Krishnamai, Krishna Jara, Krishnamai, Krishna Jara, Bhitare, Bahire, Jaha Jaha Netra Pade, Taha Krishna Skure. So this is actually very nice, very clearly told, the Siddhanta. Krishnamai, Krishna Jara, Bahire, Bhitare, Jaha Jaha Netra Pade, Taha Krishna Sure. These all verses actually, they are very wonderful verses, because they explain the Swarup of Radharani. These are very confidential verses. Krishnamai Krishna Jara Bhitare Bahire Jaha Jaha Netra Pade Taha Krishna Sure. Krishnamai means the word Krishnamai. Krishna, Lord Krishna, Jara, of whom, Bhitare, the within, Bahire, the without, Jaha Jaha, wherever, Netra, the eyes, Pade, fall, Taha, there, Krishna, Lord Krishna, Sure, manifest. Krishnamai means one who within and without are Lord Krishna. She sees Lord Krishna wherever she casts her glance. Kimba prema rasa maya Krishnera swarupa Tara shakti tara sahaya ekarupa. So here again told Kimba prema rasa maya Krishnera swarupa Tandra shakti tandra sahaya ekarupa. Kimba or prema rasa, the mellows of love, maya, made of, Krishnera of Lord Krishna, Swarupa, the real nature, Tandra of him, Shakti, the energy, Tandra Saha, with him, Haya, there is Ekarupa, oneness. Or Krishnamay means she is identical with Lord Krishna. For she embodies the male of love. The energy of Lord Krishna is identical with him. Krishnamay has two different imports. First, a person who always thinks of Krishna, both within and without, and who always remembers only Krishna wherever he goes or whatever he sees, is called Krishnamay. Also, Krishna's personality is full of love, his loving potency. Radharani being non-different from him is called Krishnamay. So Krishnamay means one who always remembers Krishna and one is full of love like Krishna. Krishna vancha purti rupa kare aradhana ataiva radhika nama purane makhana. So again, Krishna vancha purti rupa kare aradhana ataiva radhika nama purane makhana. Krishna Vancha, of the desire of Lord Krishna, Purti Rupa, of the nature of fulfillment, Kare, does, Aradhane, worship, Ateva, therefore, Radhika, Srimati Radhika, Nama, named, Purane, in the Puranas, Vakhane, in the description. Her worship, Aradhana, consists of fulfilling the desires of Lord Krishna. Therefore, the Puranas call her Radhika. The name Radha is derived from the root word Aradhan, which means worship. The personality who excels all in worshipping Krishna may therefore be called Radhika, the greatest servitor. What does the word Radhika mean? Greatest servitor. अनयाराधितो नूनं भगवान् हरीश्वरः यन्नो ध्याय गोविन्दा प्रीतो याम् अनयाद्रहा. Anaya, by this one, Aradhita, worshipped Nunam. Certainly, Bhagavan, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, Lord Krishna, Ishwaraha, the Supreme Lord, Jat, on which Naha, us, Vihaya, living aside, Govinda, Govinda, Pritaha, please, Yam, whom, Anayat, lead, Raha, to a lonely place. Truly, the personality of Godhead has been worshipped by her. Therefore, Lord Govinda, being pleased, has brought her to a lonely spot, leaving us all behind. This text is from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10 Canto 38, chapter 28 verse. Ateva sarva puja parama devata sarva palika sarva jagate ramata. Ateva, therefore, sarva puja, worshipable by all, parama, supreme, devata, goddess, sarva palika, the protectress of all, sarva jagatera, of all the universes, Mata, the mother. Therefore, Radha is Parama Devata, the supreme goddess, and she is the worshipable for everyone. She is the protectress of all, and she is the mother of the entire universe. Sarva Lakshmi Shabda Purve Kariyachi Vyakhyana Sarva Lakshmi Ganerati Hohana Adhisthana. Sarva Lakshmi Shabda. The word Sarva Lakshmi Purve, previously, Kariyachi, I have done. Vyakhyana, explanation. Sarva Lakshmi Ganer, of all the goddess of fortune. Tino, she, Ana, is Adhisthana, abode. I already explained the meaning of the Sarva Lakshmi. Radha is the original source of all the goddess of fortune. Simha Sarva Lakshmi Krishner Shadavidha Ishwarja Tandradhishthatri Shakti Sarva Shakti Vajja. Kimva, or Sarva Lakshmi, the word Sarva Lakshmi, Krishnera, of Lord Krishna. Shatvidha, 6 kinds, Aishwarja, opulences, Tandra, of him, Adhishthatri, chief, Shakti, energy, Sarva Shakti, of all energies, Varja, the best. Or Sarva Lakshmi indicates that she fully represents the 6 opulences of Krishna. Therefore, she is the supreme energy of Lord Krishna. सर्व सौंदर्य कांति वैसये जहाते सर्व लक्ष्मी गणेर शोभा हय जाहिते. Sarva Saundarya, of all beauty, Kanti, the splendor, Vaisaye sits, Jahate, in whom, Sarva Lakshmi Ganera, of all the goddess of fortune, Shobha, the splendor, Haya, is, Jahahite, from whom. The word Sarva Kanti indicates that all beauty and luster rests in her body. All the Lakshmis derive their beauty from her. Kimba Kanti Shabde Krishner Saba Ichha ko hai Krishnera Sakala Vancha Radha te hi rahe. Kimba, or Kanti Shabde, by the word Kanti, Krishnera, of Lord Krishna. Sab, all, Ichha, desires, Kahe, says, Krishnera, of Lord Krishna, Sakala, all, Vancha, desires, Radha Tei, in Shrimati Radharani, Rahe, remain. Kanti may also mean all the desires of Lord Krishna, and all the desire of Lord Krishna rest in Shrimati Radharani. So here, Radhika Karena Krishner Vanchita Purana Sarva Kanti Shabdere Artha Vivarana. Radhika, Shrimati Radhika, Karena, does, Krishnera, of Lord Krishna, Vanchita, desired object, Purana, fulfilling, Sarvakanti Shabdera, of the word Sarvakanti, A, this Artha meaning, Vivaran, the description. Srimati Radhika fulfills all the desires of Lord Krishna. This is the meaning of Sarvakanti. Jagata Mohana Krishna Tahara Mohini Atae Samastera Paratha Kurani. Lord Krishna enchants the world, but Srimati Radhika enchants even him. Therefore, she is the supreme goddess for all. That is called Thakurani. Thakurani. Radha Purna Shakti Krishne Krishna Purna Shaktiman Dui Vastu Veda Nahi Shastra Parama. Radharani is Purna Shakti, the complete energy. Krishna, Lord Krishna, Purna Shaktiman, the complete possessor of energy. Dui, two, Vastu, things. Bheda, difference. Nahi, there is not. Shastra Paramana, the evidence of revealed scripture. Shri Radha is the full power and Lord Krishna is the possessor of full power. The two are not different, as evidenced by the revealed scriptures. Mrigama Tara Gandha Jaise Avicheda Agni Jwala Te Jaise Prabhu Nahi Veda. Mrigamada, musk, Tara of that, Gandha, fragrance, Jaise, just as, Avicheda, inseparable, Agni, the fire, Jwala Te, temperature, Jaiche, just as, Kabhu, any, Nahi, there is not, Bheda, the difference. They are indeed the same, just as musk and its scent are inseparable, whereas fire and its heat are not different. Radha Krishna Aiche Sada Ekai Swarupa Lidarasa Swadite Dhare Dui Rupa. Radha Krishna, Radha and Krishna Aiche in this way, Sada always, Ekai one, Swarupa nature. Lila Rasa, the mellows of a pastime, Aswadite to test, Dhare manifest, Dui Rupa two forms. Thus Radha and Krishna are one, yet they have taken two forms to enjoy the mellows of pastimes. Prema Bhakti Shikhaite Apane Avatari Radha Bhava Kanti Dui Angikar Kori Shri Krishna Chaitanya Rupe Kaila Avatar Eita Panchama Shloker Artha Parachar. Prema Bhakti, devotional service in love of Godhead. Shikhaite, to teach Apane himself, Avatari descending. Radha Bhava, the mood of Srimati Radharani, Kanti and luster. Dui too, Angikara Pari, accepting Sri Krishna Chaitanya of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupe in the form, Kaila made, Avatara incarnation. A this, the certainly, Panchaba, fifth, Slokera of the verse, Artha meaning, Parachara, proclamation. To promulgate Prema Bhakti, devotional service in love of Godhead, Krishna appeared as Sri Krishna Chaitanya with the mood and complexion of Sri Radha. Thus I have explained the meaning of the fifth verse. Shashta shlokerartha karite prakash Rathame kahiye se shlokera abhas. Shashta, sixth shlokera, the verse, artha, meaning. Karite, to do, prakash, manifestation. Prathame, first. Kahiye, I shall speak. See that Shlokera of the verse Ava hint. To explain the sixth verse, I shall first give a hint of its meaning. Avatari Prabhu Pracharila Sankirtana Eho Vaya Hetu Purve Karyachi Suchana. Avatari, incarnating, Prabhu, the Lord, Pracharila, propagated, Sankirtana, the congregational chanting of the holy name. Eho, this, Bhajya, external, Hetu, reason, Purve, previously, Karyachi, I have given Suchana indication. Lord came to propagate Sankirtan. That is an external purpose, as I have already indicated. अवतारेर आर एक आछे मुख्य बीज रसिक शेखर कृष्णेर सई कार्जनीज. Avatarir of the incarnation are another Eka one, Ache, there is Mukhya Bija, principal seed, Rasika Shekhara, the foremost enjoyer of the mellows of love, Krishnera of Lord Krishna. Say that Karja business, Nija own. That is the principal cause for Lord Krishna's appearance. It grows from his own engagements as the foremost enjoyer of loving exchanges. अति गुण हेतु से त्रिविध प्रकार दामोदर स्वरूप हेते जहार प्रचार. You'll see that here these books are revealed to us by the Kadcha of Samudra, Sarup Damodar, handwritten notes of Sarup Damodar. Raghunath Das Goswami understood these secrets from Sarup Damodar and Raya Ramananda. And then he narrated those secrets to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And then we are coming to know all these secrets, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes are. Because Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was not in Gambhira, but nevertheless he is able to narrate the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Actually, these books are very important. Like, for example, Goswami Tulsidas, he wrote one book, Shri Ramcharitmanas, or Tulsi Ramayana. And because everyone started reading Ramcharitmanas or Tulsi Ramayana, it so happened that Kali Yuga could not have an influence on the people. So he came to Goswami Tulsidas, Kali Yuga personified, and he said, why don't you drown all your books in the Ganges? Means you take your Tulsi Ramayana and Vinay Patrika and Hanuman Chalisa and everything, Hanuman Bhauk and all these books which are written, and you should just drown them in the water of the Ganges. Then Goswami Tulsidas was not ready. So because Goswami Tulsidas was not ready, Kali Yuga gave him very severe affliction. But later on, by the mercy of Hanuman and Ramchandra, he was saved from the severe affliction. And not only that, actually, everyone troubled Goswami Tulsidas because he was propagating Ram Bhakti. And the residents of Kashi thought that this will close our business because we are propagating Shiva Bhakti, service to Lord Shiva. So they also troubled Goswami Tulsidas. What more, Goswami Tulsidas, when he went to Delhi, there actually he was arrested by the Badshah there, Akbar. And Akbar told him, show us some chamatkar, some miracle. And Goswami Tulsidas said, oh, what miracle I can show? I am just the ordinary Ram Bhakta, Hanuman Bhakta, Ram Bhakta. What can I do? I don't know any miracle. So all right, then you rot in the dungeon here. He was thrown to a dark dungeon, solitary confinement, all by himself in the basement of a prison. And Goswami Das said, fine, this is just fine for me because I have become so famous after I written Ramcharitmanas. Everyone comes to me and asks me this favor, that favor, and give darshan to me, give darshan, do me this, do me that favor. Now I'll be in the dungeon, I'll be my own, I have nothing to worry, and I'll happily do Ram, Ram, Ram here. What is the problem? But Hanuman cannot tolerate that. Hanuman could not tolerate that. Then Hanuman came to Goswami and said, you should come out of this prison. Then he told Hanuman that the king is telling me to show a miracle and I don't know any miracle other than chanting the name of Ram. So I'll rather chant Harinam in this dungeon. So Hanuman became very angry. And Hanuman, actually what happened once, Hanuman and many other monkeys caused a great havoc in Lanka. Till whole day they caused havoc in Lanka. But there were 1,000 monkeys, which are huge gorillas in the army of Hanuman, who were not there that day to cause havoc in Lanka. They had gone to the forest to eat some fruit. So those 1,000 monkeys, by the time and then night, then when those 1,000 monkeys returned from the forest after eating fruit, they told Hanuman that today we did not get a chance to cause havoc in Lanka. So let's go ahead to Lanka night and cause havoc. Then Hanuman said, no, enough is enough. After night, people are sleeping in Lanka. We should not disturb them. We cause havoc only in the daytime, not disturb people in night time. But I will give you some seva of causing havoc when I will remember you in Kali Yuga. So then Hanuman remembered those 1000 monkeys of Treta Yuga, which are size of mountain each. And those 1000 monkeys came running. Says, Hanumanji, tell us what seva is there. There's nothing, just cause havoc in Delhi, the capital of Akbar. And then each monkey breaking the palaces, breaking the gardens, destroying the lakes. And even one monkey went and straight and started pulling the beard of Akbar. And there was everything was a commotion. Finally, Akbar came and then he asked forgiveness from the monkeys. Monkey said, no, you go and ask forgiveness from Tulsidas. Because Hanuman told us that Tulsidas is imprisoned and we have to cause havoc till Tulsidas is not released. He came to the dungeon and offered Sashtang Dandat Pranam to Goswami Tulsidas and he said, you can go now. You're a free bird. You can go wherever you like, but just tell these monkeys not to disturb us anymore. Then he prayed to Hanuman and then Hanuman told the monkeys to be quiet. Then Goswami Tulsidas asked King Akbar that, do you want to see one more miracle? He said, no, enough miracle. He said, these 1000 monkeys completely destroyed my Delhi, my capital. I don't want to see any miracle. And even today, there's a fort there in near Delhi. And in that, Akbar installed a deity of Hanuman actually. And night time, no one stays in that fort actually, in the temple of Hanuman. Because it was the order of Tulsidas that no one should disturb Hanuman in the night time. So the point I'm making is that these books are very important, like Ramcharitmanas, Chaitanya Charitamrut, Srimad Bhagavatam, because you see that they have great influence on the people. Those who don't know Sanskrit, they can easily study Chaitanya Charitamrut and understand the essence of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and Srimad Bhagavatam, and also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes in very simple language. It's very easy like that. So Sarup Damodar is the incarnation of Lalita Sakhi. स्वरूप गोसाई प्रभु अति अंतरंग ताहाते जाने न प्रभुर सब पर संग. Swarup Gosai, Swarup Damodar Gosai, Prabhu of Lord Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu, Ati, very antaranga, confidential associate. So we have to get bhakti. How to get bhakti? Then we can get bhakti by Bhaktistu Bhagavad Bhakta Sangena Parijayate. Satsanga Prapyate Pumbe Sukrute Pura Sanchite. One can get bhakti by association with the sadhus. And one can get association with the sadhus because of the sukruti accumulated over past lifetimes. So it is very, very important that we associate with the sadhus. For example, who can give us bhakti? Actually, Lord Shiva can give us Krishna bhakti. He can give us Ram bhakti also. You'll see that Lord Shiva himself became Nandishwar Hill. The Nandishwar Hill on which Krishna performed his pastimes, Nandagaon, there is one Shivalinga, Nandishwar. And you see that there Lord Shiva himself has become the mountain so that Krishna can perform pastimes. And every day Mother Yashoda used to bathe Krishna in Nandagaon on that mountain. And through the drain, the water of Krishna's bathing used to come, Charanamrut, Krishna's bathing water. And right where the Yashoda's bathroom is there, where Yashoda has to bathe Krishna, that the drain pipe actually, the water from the drain pipe actually falls on the Shiva Linga. So Lord Shiva said that every day I will get the Abhishek water of the Charanamrut of Sri Krishna, baby Krishna. See that Nandagaon, the Shiva Linga is located right there. So what a Rasik actually Lord Shiva is there. And obviously, Lord Shiva and Lord Krishna, they are good friends. Lord Vishnu are good friends. One time, Lord Shiva wanted to get married. His marriage was set with Parvati. Then all the demigods, all the Vishnu and Brahma and everyone, Indra, Chandra, everyone joined in the marriage party of Lord Shiva. But when they saw who were accompanying Lord Shiva, all the ghosts and demons and hobgoblins and spirits, then Vishnu said that if we go with this marriage party with Lord Shiva, we will not get any prasadam. You know, better we go as advanced party. So Vishnu was ahead, Brahma was ahead, and all demigods decorated with beautiful clothes were walking ahead, and they went ahead. And then Lord Shiva came, and when Parvati's mother came to offer Arati to Lord Shiva, she threw the Arati plate on the ground and ran away. So then Vishnu told Lord Shiva what happened. Did your mother-in-law, prospective mother-in-law, did your Arati? Then the Lord Shiva said, no, yes, she did my Arati. He said, how she did Arati? She said, she just threw the Arati plate on the ground and ran away. then, then Lord Vishnu said, is this a style of doing Arati? Lord Shiva said, maybe in Himachal Pradesh, this is the style the women do Arati. Actually, maybe Parvati's mother thought that one eye of Lord Shiva is the moon, and one another eye is the sun, and his third eye is the fire. What is the need of doing Arati to such a person? And what is the need of offering one glass of water or one lota of water to a personality on his head? The Ganges is flowing, so no need of doing Arati to Lord Shiva. Understand? So, Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu, their friendship is continuously going on. Understand? And as a Hanuman, he's the Das of many ways. Hanuman is a great Das who brought Giriraj to Braj actually. Giriraj was happily staying with his father, Drona Mountain. And Hanuman told him that I will give you a chance to serve the Lord Ramchandra. Lord Ramchandra will walk on your head. We are needed for building a bridge across the ocean. So trusting the word of Hanuman, Giriraj mounted on his hand. But midway, there was an aerial sound of Lord Ram or Lord Ranganath that the bridge is complete. No need to bring any mountains. So he kept Giriraj right in the brush, and Giriraj was extremely angry. So wait a minute, you brought me here to brush. You did not give me any seva of Ram. Shall I curse you? Then Hanuman said, don't worry, I will ask Ram. Now, did Hanuman go and to the shore of ocean, to the um, Rameshwaram to ask Ram? Ram is always in his heart. He just closed his eyes, meditated on Ram, and he asked Ram um, that Giraj is angry. What should I tell him? Then tell Giraj that don't worry. When I come in Dwapar, not only I will, if you want some service Ram, I can give you that service. I will walk on your head, and that's it. For a moment, I will step on your head, and that's it. I will not give darshan again. But if you wait till Dwapar Yuga, then I will I will give so much seva. And not only that, I and myself, Balramji, will sit on your head on Simhasanas. Radharani and myself will perform pastimes there. Gopis will come, cows will come, covered boys will come. Everyone will come on your head. So Gira said, okay, I will wait for that great chance to serve Radha Krishna and especially Krishna Balram. But he told Hanuman that you have to be here. You have to be here. Otherwise, I will not be able to maintain forbearance and courage to wait for such a long time. So you have to keep on giving me courage. Then Hanuman said, all right. So Hanuman is also situated there as Puchrika Lauta. Puchrika Lauta. So Hanuman, that is what many people think that Puchrika Lauta is some Sakha of Krishna. When Krishna left Braj, then he's still waiting for Krishna to come. That is Puchrika Lauta. But some people think that is Hanuman, who is always giving courage to Giraj Govardhan. So anyways, eternal associate of Lord Krishna like Shri Gopishwar Mahadev. And as a Gopishwar Mahadev, Lord Krishna's associate. Lord Shiva is always very famous. And you see every evening, Gopishwar is decorated with nice skirt, blouse, and very wonderful crown, and and also the nose ring. Nose ring is given, and so you see that he's also in Sakhya, in Sahachari Bhav, in the mood rather than Sakhi, as a Gopi. This particular Lord Shiva is present. So Swarup Damodar is present as the Lalita Sakhi. He is the confidential associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had 3.5 associates. Among them, one was Damodar Goswami, who was incarnation of Lalita Sakhi. There was also Rai Raman, who was incarnation of Vishaka Sakhi. And there is also Shiki Bhati and his brother Madhavi Devi. They were 3.5 associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Swarup Damodar Goswami is the most intimate associate of the Lord. He therefore knows all these topics well. Prior to the Lord's acceptance of the renounced order, Purushottam Bhattacharya, a resident of Navadvip, desired to enter the renounced order of life. Therefore, he left home and went to Benares, where he accepted the position of Brahmacharya from a Mayavadi sannyasi. When he became a Brahmachari, he was given the name Shri Swarup Damodar, Damodar Swarup. He left Benares shortly after without taking sannyas, and he came to Nilachal, Jagannath Puri, where Lord Chaitanya was staying. He met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there and dedicated his life for the service of the Lord. He became Lord Chaitanya's secretary and constant companion. Constant companion means always with, like a shadow with Mahaprabhu. He used to enhance the pleasure potency of the Lord by singing appropriate songs which were very much appreciated. There are some songs which are like Rasoddipak. Rasoddipak means enhancing your mellow. Like for example, suppose you are describing some pastimes of separation, then some songs like Manaro lage nas kire more shama bina manaro lage na. This type of songs will enhance your mood of separation. And if you are in the mood of Jhulan, Radhe Jhulan Padaro Jhuke Aaye Badara. These type of moods, these type of songs will enhance our mood of Jhulan Yatra. So, as per the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to enhance that mood, enhance the ecstasy, he used to sing the wonderful songs of Vidyapati Chandidas. These are exalted poets. Swarup Damodar could understand the secret mission of Lord Chaitanya, and it was by his grace motivated. All the devotees of Lord Chaitanya could know the real purpose of the Lord. Because very few people knew about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's secret mission. And one of them was Swarup Damodar. Because Channa Kalo Yadavavat Trivrata Sattva. This incarnation of Krishna is covered incarnation. And he wanted to understand the mood of Radharani. Radhaya Pranamema Kidrusho Vaneva Sadhyanadbhuta Madrima Kidrusho Va Madiya Saukham Chasya Madarvota Kidrusham Vetunava Tad Bhavadhya Samajani Garva Sindhu Avinda. So these desires which are unfulfilled as Krishna, he wanted to experience the love of Ashray Jatiya Vastu, Radharani. So Swarup Damodar knew that secret mission. Swarup Damodar has been identified as Lalita Devi. Devim Gunai Sullitam Lalitam Namami. Radha Mukunda Pada Sambhava Garma Bindu Nirmanchanopakarani Krita Deha Laksham Uttunga Saurada Visheshvashat Pragalbham Devim Gunai Sullitam Lalitam Namami. She wants to expand into many forms. She wants to accept many bodies to serve Radha Krishna. Even to wipe one dust, one particle of, or one drop of perspiration from the feet of Radha Krishna, she may take many, many bodies and serve Radha Krishna. She has so much eagerness to serve Radha Krishna. So actually, Lalita Devi is the Anuradha. She is actually the second expansion of Radharani. So there is no difference between Radharani and Lalita. Radharani's Lalita mood has become Lalita Devi. Radharani's Vishesha mood has become Vishakha Devi. However, the authoritative Gauraganadesha Deepika of Kavi Karanapur describes Swarup Damodar as the same Vishakha Devi who serves the Lord in Golok Vrindavan. So Gauraganadesha Deepika in Kavi Karanapur has said that Swarup Damodar is actually Vishakha. Therefore, it is to be understood that Shri Swarup Damodar is a direct expansion of Radharani, who helps the Lord experience the attitude of Radharani. So here you see that Swarup Damodar is like a professor. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was admitted to a school at Gambhira. Who is the principal of that school? That is Gadadhar Pandit. Gadadhar Pandit used to teach the theory to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the daytime. At where? In the temple of Gopinath. So, Tota Gopinath, where Gopinath was found in the garden. But to do practical night time, Swarup Damodar and Raya Ramananda used to come and used to teach practically how to relish the separation mood of Radharani. That is called Mathur Vira. Mathur Vira. What is Mathur Vira? That what separation Radharani experienced in when Krishna went from Braj to Mathura. That is called Mathur Vira. राधिकार भावमूर्ति प्रभुर अंतर से भावे सुख दुख उठे निरंतर राधिकार of Srimati Radharani Bhavamurti, the form of the emotions, Prabhura of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Antara, the heart, say that Bhave in the condition, Sukha Dukkha, happiness and distress, Uthe, arise, Nirantar, constantly. The heart of Lord Chaitanya is the image of Shri Radhika's emotions. Thus, feelings of pleasure and pain arise constantly therein. So, it is told that the heart of Lord Chaitanya is the image of Shri Radhika's emotions. Means, this is called Tadatma. Tadatma means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's heart has become the same as the heart of Radhika. So, Radharani, she is feeling separation from Krishna. And there is no comparison to that separation. So Lord Chaitanya is also experiencing the same separation which Radharani experienced. Right? Thus, feelings of pleasure and pain arise constantly therein. Now, what is the pleasure there actually? The pleasure is like Mahaprabhu is seeing Chatak Parvat. Chatak Parvat means the sand dune there. So, sand hillock. And he thinks this is Govardhan. And then when he's seeing the ocean, he feels the pleasure of seeing Yamuna. Superimposing Yamuna upon the ocean. And sometimes in Samadhi, seeing Krishna, then when Krishna disappears, distress comes. So Lord Srila Bhakti-Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj actually has described this is very nice in Prema Dhama Stotram. Prema Dhama Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Prema Dhama Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Deva Siddha Nitya Mukta Bhakta Vrinda Vanditam Papa Tapa Dava Daha Dagda Dukha Khanditam Krishna Nama Sirudama Dhanya Nana Sagaram Prema Dhama Deva Meva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Prema Dhama Deva Meva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. The gods, the perfected beings, liberated sages, mystic yogis, and the dedicated devotees constantly sing the glories of the holy name of Sri Krishna. Like a rain cloud showering nectar, the mere shadow of the Lord's holy name extinguishes the blazing forest fire of tormentful cravings and insatiable desires that chain the living soul within the material world. A place where the soul again and again experiences the agonies of birth, death, and rebirth. Shri Krishna Chaitanya is the personified form of that oceanic consciousness of the flavor of nectar, which is found in the holy names. Taking the heart and halo of Srimati Radharani, Krishna has reappeared in this present age, Kali Yuga, in the golden form of Shri Krishna Chaitanya. I sing with joy the unending glories of my sweet Lord, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, my golden gold Gaurasundar, the one and only divine abode of your love. स्वर्ण कोटि दर्पण भो देह वर्ण गौरवम पद्म पारिजात गंध वंदितांग सौरभम कोटि काम मूर्छितांघ्रिरूपरासरंगरम प्रेम धाम देवमेव नौमि गौर सुंदरम प्रेम धाम देवमेव नौमि गौर सुंदरम. The Lord's lustrous form surpasses the brilliance of a million mirrors of gold. The fragrance of heavenly and earthly lotus flowers is humbled by the subtle scent of nectar filling the air around Lord Sri Gaurasundar. Millions of cupids are stunned by his infinite beauty. Cupid's capacity to charm and create rapture is surpassed by the infinite attractiveness of the Lord. Sri Gaurasundar's dancing in various moods of rapture and love makes everyone sing him swoon, dancing in the deepest bliss of spiritual love. Sri Gaurasundar is the artful dancer of Sri Krishna himself. Come again to this earth in a golden form. I sing with joy the unending glories of my sweet Lord, my golden Gaurasundar, the one and only divine abode of pure love. So you'll see that this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. इंदु सिंधु नृत्य दीप्त कृष्ण केली मोहितम ऊर्मि शीर्ष सुप्त देह वातरंग वाहितम यामुनाली कृष्ण केली मग्न सौख्य सागरम प्रेम धाम देवमेव नौमि गौर सुंदरम प्रेम धाम देवमेव नौमि गौर सुंदरम. On one moonlit night, Lord Gauranga was wandering along the ocean shores with his associates. He was relishing sweet discussions about the mellows of Sri Krishna's pastimes. Suddenly, Sri Gauranga saw the reflection of the moon dancing upon the rolling waves, and he became overwhelmed with memories of Sri Krishna's playful pastimes in Jamuna river with the gopis. Lord Gauranga fell unconscious on the sand. Then, suddenly, unseen by the devotees, the Lord's form, which seems to be slipping, became as light as air, and he was carried away by the wind. The Lord's golden form drifted upon the crest of the rolling waves on the sea. His body was floating on the waves, and inwardly in a divine trance, Sri Chaitanya Dev was seeing Lord Krishna's water sport pastimes in the Kalindi river with his dearmost cowherd maiden friends. Sri Chaitanya dove deep and swam in the ocean of remembrance of Lord Krishna's water sport pastimes. रात्रिशेष सौम्यवेश शायिदार्ध सैकतम भिन्न संधि दीर्घ देह पेलवाति दैवतम शांत भक्त चक्र तीर्थ हृष्ट दृष्टि गोचरम प्रेम धाम देवमेव नौमि गौर सुंदरम प्रेम धाम देवमेव नौमि गौर सुंदरम. After searching for the Lord throughout the night, the exhausted devotees finally found him near Chakratirtha, where our present mutt is there. This is the place where Srila Gurudev uh, uh, went back to Golok Vrindavan, accepted Samadhi. The Lord's body was a figure of tranquility. His form was elongated. His limbs were stretched and slackened as he lay relaxed and sleeping on the wet sands. The devotees' tear-filled eyes were filled with joy as they gazed upon the delicate and serene figure of their Lord. I fall at the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the golden volcano of divine love. आर्त भक्त कंठ कृष्ण नाम कर्ण हृदगतम लग्न संधि सुष्टु देह सर्व पूर्व सम्मतम अर्ध बाह्य भाव कृष्ण केलि वर्णनातुरम प्रेम धाम देवमेव नौमि गौर सुंदरम प्रेम धाम देवमेव नौमि गौर सुंदरम. As the anxious devotees began to loudly chant the holy names of Krishna, the divine vibration of the kirtan entered the Lord's ears and touched the depths of his heart. The Lord's dislocated joints all came together and he displayed his previous beautiful figure of Sri Gauranga. In a semi-conscious state, heavy-hearted in the mood of separation, the Lord began to describe what he had seen while absorbed in divine trance. I fall at the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the golden volcano of divine love. Yamunambu Krishna Radhi Kali Keli Mandalam Vyakta Gupta Drupta Tripta Bhangi Madana Kulam Gudha Divya Marma Moda Murchana Chamatkaram Prema Dhama Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Prema Dhama Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. In the sacred waters of the Jamuna at Vrindavan, Lord Krishna and Srimati Radhika, along with their dearmost cowherd maiden friends, enjoy beautiful and varied water sport pastimes. These divine pastimes are sometimes revealed, sometimes hidden, sometimes brilliant, and sometimes harmonious. The pastimes of the Lord in different moods with loving expressions of relationship create different types of divine hankering for the devotees. The sweet song of this most confidential spiritual treasure that astounds the entire universe was distributed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I fall at the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the golden volcano of divine love. Asya Gharshanaadi Chatakadri Sindhu Leelanam Bhakta Marma Bhedi Tivra Dukha Saukya Khelanam Atyachinta Divya Vaibhavashitaika Shankaram Prema Dhama Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram Prema Dhama Devameva Naumi Gaura Sundaram. Sing the Chatak Hill, the Lord remembered Govardhan Hill. Intolerable feelings of separations overwhelmed him. The Lord would fall to the earth and begin to rub his beautiful face on the ground. When Shri Gauranga remembered the water sport pastimes of Lord Krishna, he jumped into the ocean and exhibited the symptoms of someone intoxicated by love. By performing these pastimes, the Lord astounded the devotees and inundated their hearts with waves from the grand ocean of love of Krishna. Those waves of desperate love were filled with both transcendental anxiety and joy. The waves of Sri Gauranga's feelings rose and fell upon the receptive shore of the devotees' hearts. Such inconceivable auspiciousness was bestowed only upon the Lord's most surrendered associates. I fall at the feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the golden volcano of divine love. So here you see, Radha Bhav must be understood from the Goswamis, those who are actually controllers of the senses. From such authorized sources, it is to be known that the attitude of Srimati Radharani is the highest perfection of conjugal love, which is the highest of the five transcendental mellows, and it is the complete perfection of love of Krishna. These transcendental affairs can be understood on two platforms. One is called elevated and the other is called super elevated. The loving affairs exhibited in Dwarka are the elevated form. And the super elevated position is reached in the manifestations of the pastimes of Vrindavan. The attitude of Lord Chaitanya is certainly super elevated. From the life of, so this is actually, I would say, Dipta and Sudipta Sattvikikara. I think Sudipta. From the life of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, an intelligent person engaged in pure devotional service can understand that he always felt separation from Krishna within himself. In that separation, he sometimes felt that he had found Krishna and was enjoying the meeting. The significance of this separation and meeting is very specific. If someone tries to understand the exalted position of Lord Chaitanya without knowing this, he is sure to misunderstand him. One must first become fully self-realized. Otherwise, one may misidentify the Lord as Nagara, the enjoyer of the damsels of Vraja, thus committing the mistake of rasabhas or overlapping understanding. Hare Krishna. So we'll stop here, and now we'll begin our Bhagavatam discourse. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
Krishna Hare
हरे
Hare, Hare Rama
राम
Hare
राम
Rama,
राम
Ram Ram
राम. So next class of Chaitanya Charitamrita we will begin from fourth chapter 100th verse. So next class will be uh, 100th verse. Okay, next Friday. So we'll stopping at 99th verse. So, नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवति उत्तम श्लोके भक्ति भवति नैष्ठिकी. श्रीमद् भागवत सप्ताह के श्रवण की महिमा और पारायण विधि. नाउ हाउ टू hear the 7 days discourse of Srimad Bhagavatam, what is the glories of Srimad Bhagavat Saptah, and how to recite Srimad Bhagavatam. श्रीमद् भागवत कथामृत को कान रूपी दोनों के द्वारा पान करने पर किसी को भी पुनः गर्भ की यातना नहीं. So it is told that our ears are compared here to the leaf cups, and if one will hear the nectar of Bhagavatam by one's ears, means drink the nectar of Bhagavatam by the leaf cup of one's ears, one will never have to suffer the गर्भ यातना. योगीगण केवल वायु जल एवं गिरे हुए पत्तों के भोजन पर आश्रित रहकर कठोर तपस्या के द्वारा योग सिद्धि को प्राप्त करके भी जिस गति को प्राप्त करने में समर्थ नहीं हो पाते, मनुष्य को वह परम गति केवल भागवत कथा के श्रवण मात्र से ही प्राप्त हो जाती है. So there are yogis. They drink only air, means they just breathe air. Some yogis drink only water, and some yogis eat only the leaves fallen from the trees.
Helmet எடுத்துச்சுமா மழை வந்தா நடுக்க
And they do very intense austerity, and they obtain some mystic perfections. No.
நீ சாப்பிடுறியா பால்
And they obtain
காசி கொடு ஒரு
so they obtain mystic perfection. But whatever mystic perfection obtained by yogis,
என்னம்மா
far more result is obtained by simply hearing,
உப்பு போட்ட
by
டீசல் வச்சுக்கிற பார் பால்
hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam.
எது போட்டுலாம் நாளைக்கு எது போட்டு
So simply by hearing Srimad
நாய் வரல
Bhagavatam, they get
வந்துருக்க நாய் அங்க வெளியே வந்துருக்க.
So actually, so this mystic perfection, by hearing Bhagavatam, will get that perfection. So it is very important to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. इस परम पवित्र भागवत कथा केवल मात्र एक बार श्रवण करने पर ही जीव की समस्त पाप राशि भस्मसुत हो जाती है. So someone will hear even once this Bhagavad Katha, then all the sins of the living entity will be burned to ashes. यदि पिता माता आदि के श्राद्ध के अवसर पर इसके पठन पाठन का अनुष्ठान किया जाए तो अपने लोक में स्थित पितृपुरुष आदि परम संतुष्ट होते. Suppose there is a shraddha of your mother or father, and if you recite Srimad Bhagavatam, then your forefathers will be highly pleased that on the day of shraddha he is reciting Bhagavatam. जो व्यक्ति श्रद्धा के साथ इसका नित्य पाठ करता है उसका पुनर्जन्म नहीं होता. If anyone will recite Bhagavatam with great faith, then that person will not take birth again. तथा वह भगवत धाम में जाकर श्री हरि की साक्षात सेवा प्राप्त करे. So someone will hear Bhagavatam, recite Bhagavatam, then he will never have to undergo birth again. He will go directly to the abode of Lord Hari, away from the planet of Golok Vrindavan, and he will never have to take birth again. श्रीमद् भागवतम स्वयं श्री कृष्ण का अवतार है. श्रीमद् भागवतम इज इनकार्नेशन ऑफ श्री कृष्ण. जो श्रद्धापूर्वक इसका पठन और श्रवण करते हैं वे अनायास गोलोक धाम को प्राप्त करने में सक्षम हो जाते हैं. So those who hear Srimad Bhagavatam or recite Srimad Bhagavatam with faith, very easily they can go to Golok. इस घोर कली काल में काल रूपी सर्प के मुख से जीवों का उद्धार करने में केवल श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी द्वारा कथित भागवत शास्त्र ही समर्थ है. So this is actually very fearsome Kali, age of Kali, and this is actually the Kala, the time factor is comparable to a snake. So who can actually deliver us from this time factor, which is like a snake? Then this particular scripture written by Srila Shukdev Goswami is called Bhagavad Shastra. जन्म जन्मांतर के पुण्य के फल से ही जीव की इस भागवत कथा में रुचि होती है. As a result of sukriti, punya accumulated over many lifetimes, one develops actually taste for this Bhagavad Katha. भागवत कथा के अतिरिक्त दुष्ट मन का शोधन करने का अन्य कोई उपाय नहीं है. So it is told that there is no other means of correcting one's a wicked mind. If you want to correct your wicked mind, correct the propensity of your wicked mind, there is no other means of correcting that other than hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Dravya Yajna. There is one sacrifice in which money is offered to those who are performing sacrifice. Tapo Yajna. There is austerity. Yoga Yajna. Following the mystic disciplines. Yoga Abhyas. Pranayam, Pratyahara, Dhyan, Dharana, Samadhi. All these mystic exercises. Swadhyaya Yajna, study of different scriptures. And there's also some Jnana Yajna, means pursuit of mundane speculative knowledge. These are all actually sakam sadhan. These are all fruitive activities. They are like cholera. Cholera is one type of a contagious disease. किंतु श्री शुकादि श्रेष्ठ मुनिगण जिसके पाठक हैं वह श्री भागवत कथा समस्त यज्ञों का सार है. But this Bhagavad Katha is the essence of all the sacrifices. जिस प्रकार घोर वन में सिंह के गर्जन से सियार भाग जाते हैं, उसी प्रकार भागवत वाणी की हुंकार से कली के अनंत दोष विनष्ट हो जाते हैं. Suppose you are in a very dense forest and suddenly you hear the roaring of a lion. What will happen? Will the wolves and jackals will they stay there? Oh, wolves and jackals will run away, helter skelter, hearing the roar of a lion. Similarly, if even little bit of Bhagavatam sound is heard, even if the little bit of recitation of Bhagavatam is heard, innumerable defects caused by the age of Kali, the age of darkness personified, age of quarrel and hypocrisy, iron age, will vanish. वेद वेदांत और उपनिषदों के सार का मंथन करके यह सर्वशास्त्र शिरोमणि श्रीमद् भागवत आविर्भूत हुआ है. So what is the Srimad Bhagavatam? Oh, it is manifest from the essence of the Vedas, the conclusion of the Vedas, and even the Upanishads. Churning and churning and churning of this essence of all these Vedic scriptures, this wonderful butter-like Srimad Bhagavatam has manifest. तथा अपनी पूर्व मूर्ति के द्वारा उत्तम रूप से श्रेष्ठ फल प्रदान करने में समर्थ है. And this particular Srimad Bhagavatam is able to bestow the topmost result. It has a very effulgent form. यद्यपि आम का फल वृक्ष के रस से पुष्ट होकर अत्यधिक स्वादिष्ट होता है, तथापि जिस प्रकार वह रस वृक्ष में दिखाई नहीं देता, Now, another nice example is been given here by Gurudev. Gurudev is telling that you see a fruit of mango. Actually, when we came from Tirupati, a lot of mangoes were growing on the trees. And I'm sure here in Lucknow area also, there is one mango which grows on the bank of Ganga called Langda, very big mango, full of juice. But the tree doesn't see. In the tree you cannot see that juice. The mango tree is standing in your courtyard all year. In South Africa also saw that the immigrants, they took with them the mango seeds on the ship, and then the mangoes trees also growing in South Africa now, Durban and other places. But the trunks of the tree or the branches of the tree or the leaves of the tree don't have that juice. Only in the fruit that juice is seen. So similarly, there is ghee, clarified butter in the milk, but it is not visible. In the milk, you cannot see it. But what you have to do is you have to put the acid culture or some curd in it. Then the whole pot of milk will become curd. Then you churn that curd or yogurt, and then it becomes butter. You boil the butter, it becomes ghee. So ghee is present in the milk, but it's not perceivable. गन्ने में शक्कर के परिव्याप्त रहने पर भी वह दिखलाई नहीं देते. For example, sugar candy is present. It's coming from the rock candy or sugar candy. Where it is coming from? It's certainly coming from the sugar cane. But inside sugar cane, you cannot see rock candy or sugar candy. Because rock candy or sugar candy or molasses, they are the processed form of sugar cane juice. So similarly, उसी प्रकार वेद उपनिषद से प्रकट होने पर भी इस श्रीमद् भागवत ने उन वेद शास्त्र की अपेक्षा अपना वैशिष्ट्य स्थापित किया है. Certainly, this Bhagavatam has manifest from the Vedas and Upanishads, but this is the ripened fruit of the Vedas and Upanishads. So the sweetness which is not perceivable in the